Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be doing our daily transparency update. So as always, if you're new here, that just includes me showing my gains or losses for every single stock market day. Keep in mind, it's currently 3 a.m. on September 23rd on a Wednesday, and so I am covering my portfolio for Tuesday, September 22nd, which was also battery day for Tesla. So a huge day for Tesla, and we got a big sell-off, pretty much a crash if you include the after hours. So definitely a huge red day for Tesla. And I know I'm a little bit late on this video, but I had so much going on yesterday. I also went to the bank and put some more money into my bank account. I sold some personal things again. So at least the good thing coming out of yesterday is that I now have access to putting more money into Tesla stock whenever this account deficit gets cleared. So if I click on this right here, basically there was a situation where I had a bunch of transfers going in and out, transfers coming from PayPal coming out, and then also transfers coming out from Robinhood as well, where this $361.40, it got overdrawn or something from my checking account before all of my money started going in. So there is like a $361.40 deficit right now. However, I've already clicked the transfer button for this amount to withdraw it from my bank account because I do have this in my bank account. It's just a matter of getting it transferred now. So once this transfers, it's going to give me instant access once again to the instant transfers. So that's the issue right now, of course, because I don't have any buying power because of this deficit, and I also don't have access to instant transfer because it's currently restricted until this gets handled. So this is supposed to go through, and then whenever this goes through, I can instant transfer the rest of my money. So hopefully this goes through about 8:30 a.m., 9 o'clock sometime today. I think that's when it's going to happen. It says it's supposed to go through on the 23rd. So I just wanted to address that, of course. But anyways, if you all do enjoy the transparency updates, whether it's a huge loss day like today or a huge green day, and just me keeping it real with you all and showing the portfolio, please make sure to smash that like button. I know some of you all may have thought that I was actually going to skip today's portfolio update, but like I said, yesterday was just a really busy day, and then I also had to take a little bit of a trip to take my money to the bank and put it in there so I could transfer it to Robinhood sometime soon. But at least I got that money into the bank account, and then I sold something that was like $2,500. I sold it at a loss, of course, but honestly at this point I just needed to get rid of it because of course I need to clear up some room for one thing, and then I also just realized at this point that I want to put a lot of my money towards investing, and there's a lot of things that I have that I've spent money on that if I knew about investing back then, I likely wouldn't have spent it on that thing. So that's my logic with that. In the future, as I've said in previous videos, my logic with selling some personal things is that when I use that towards my investments and I hold that for the long term, then if I want that thing in the future, then I can likely buy multiple of them based off of my investments growth from me using that initial money. So that's kind of my logic with that. But let's get right into Tesla stock. We had battery day today, and also just full disclosure, I did watch battery day yesterday. So I finally got back from the bank in the afternoon. I was watching part of battery day on my phone. Then I got home and started watching it on the computer. I watched the full event. I watched the Q&A and everything like that. And I saw the chart going super volatile towards the end of the day. I mean, as you can see, we saw a huge run up at 5:50 p.m. and it started to look a little bit promising. But I have to admit to you all, I was actually getting a little bit disappointed when I saw this run up towards the after hours because I was pretty excited about Tesla going red for battery day because especially with me having this extra pocket change right now to throw in Tesla, then this is a good chance for me to buy at a decent discount. So I was actually hoping that it would go down for battery day once I saw that it was already in the red. And so like I said, as we hit this 4 p.m. marker, that's when we started to see an incline upwards. That's when investors started to wake up a little bit and think, okay, all right, we have to realize there's going to be some big announcements for this event. So a lot of people started to buy in until towards the end of the event where they basically revealed everything. We got the reveal of the Plaid Model S, a little bit of a commercial for that. I think it's $140,000. It goes like 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, like a 520-mile range. That's absolutely crazy. and like I said, it's 140K and it comes out next year. So that was revealed, and then they also revealed their new battery cell that they're producing themselves. It's vertically integrated. They revolutionized the design of that battery in like 5 different aspects. They have the structural design, they have the silicon, I think the way that it's wrapped as well, where it's tabless, I believe. I could get some things wrong here just because it goes really far in depth on these batteries, but still, those are some innovations that I believe they mentioned. Then there was the discussion of using silicon since it was so available. I think they said there was enough silicon in Nevada alone to cover the full fleet of United States vehicles. So basically a bunch of different revolutionary aspects of design that are going to help improve the cost and also improve the range for the future Tesla vehicles. Elon Musk stated that there will be a future $25,000 vehicle, which will match up to a lot of the vehicles that we have currently. And the thing to keep in mind is that this vehicle is also cheaper to operate in the long term than your typical normal Toyota Camry at $25K would be. So that's another advantage as well. And then like I said, so they announced the Plaid Model S, they announced their new battery technology, and they also showcased the structural design in which it actually benefits the vehicle more. They compare that to old-fashioned planes and their fuel tanks. And then also they talked about the design of the battery, so the actual machine that makes the machine. And they said they looked back on the history of how companies created bottles for soda, or how they created printing machines and things like that, and they used the knowledge from those assembly lines to make their own assembly lines much more efficient. And so the assembly lines for the batteries are very fast, I believe. I think they said like a 7 times increase just based on some efficiencies. So that's huge as well, producing at a very fast rate, and then also the batteries just simply being a lot better. So improvements with reduction in cost, and then also improvements in power and range for the vehicles, which is exactly what people want to see. So although this is very good news, we did see a red day for Tesla, and I think people were just simply having too high of hopes, expecting so much more, and just hoping for some sort of crazy announcement. I guess I can see why some people were hoping for like a new Gigafactory announcement or something like that, but still this event was supposed to be all about batteries mainly. However, in terms of like extra announcements just being the Plaid Model S and nothing else, I can kind of get that there. I was kind of hoping for maybe one additional announcement as well, but even with that being said, this event was absolutely huge. Regardless of nothing else being announced aside from the Plaid Model S, this event was very huge for the future of Tesla. Keep in mind that one of the guys there said that this is the most revolutionary changes that they've seen with batteries over the past 20 years of improvements on batteries itself. So this is a huge move for Tesla, and they said in the future that they're still going to buy from suppliers, and that they're also going to try to produce a lot of their own batteries for their vehicles, but that they would consider supplying batteries to others. But that's just a matter of, can they keep up with production and scaling production at a rate where they can cover themselves and their vehicles, and then also be providing to additional companies as well. So that's going to be a thing in the future if they can get those production numbers up. But this really does excite me. As they said, Elon Musk said in a tweet that this cannot be at full production until 2022. At the event they mentioned 2023, so this is possibly 3 years out instead of 2. But a lot of big things mentioned today. Like I said in previous videos, some of the things mentioned today will go over the head of the general investing audience. Even as someone that's actually interested in this process of how they revolutionized the battery construction and things like that, even as someone that was interested in the technical details and the discussion of batteries with this event, I can understand how your typical investor could be a little bit disappointed with this event just because it got so technical. It kind of reminded me of how they talked about the chip design at Autonomy Day, where they got super technical for a while, and I know that lost a lot of people in the audience. So I think that could apply here today as well. However, like I said, for those paying attention to the important things in having that long-term vision and looking far out into the future with their telescope, they're going to be at a huge advantage because they can make purchasing decisions on this stock right now, whereas a lot of people are honestly probably going to be reactionary in the future and only buying Tesla stock when these things are actually done, with us just looking at Tesla's track record where they keep their promises and they do what they say they're going to do, then we can pretty much infer from this and say, okay, it's pretty likely that Tesla actually does this. So if I want to invest in this company, I might as well do it right now while it's down 12% counting after hours or something like that. So of course, anything that I say in this video is not to be considered financial advice. This is me just sharing my thoughts and predictions and ideas about Tesla stock. So anyways, I think there was a lot of huge information released on Battery Day, but of course it did fly over some investors' heads. And then also I think some people were just expecting a little bit more in addition to just the Plaid Model S announcement. Of course, the Plaid Model S is going to be huge with a lot of record-breaking things about it, but still it is pretty expensive at like $140K. A lot of people can't afford that, including myself, but regardless, just having that option is still pretty nice, and the mileage on that at 520 plus miles is really impressive too. So anyways, let's go ahead and go through the numbers for today, and then I'll end it off with discussion with just my logic about red days like today. So for today's return, we are at minus 12.09%. That's minus $19,801.51. And then for the total return, I'm at plus 34.82%, and that is plus $37,194.84. So anyways, with red days like today, as I've always said in previous videos, I simply look at days like today as opportunities, especially with a day like today where we got a lot of information about the long-term future of Tesla. I think there's a lot of opportunities being presented here. So whenever this account deficit gets handled and I can do an instant transfer, I'm likely going to be dropping about $3,000, I believe, on Tesla stock. So just a heads up on that, I am going to be spending more money on Tesla stock, and I'm actually excited about it this time because I'm getting a reasonable discount. So anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you all enjoyed this video. I really do appreciate it. And also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull right now, you can get one free stock valued up to $1,400. I think it's brought down to one now. It used to be 2 free stocks, but to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. Once you do that, you can withdraw that $100 right back out after you get your free stock. So just wanted to let you all know about that, but hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.